guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a favourites video. I'm going to be sharing everything that I have been loving recently. This is mainly focusing in on wardrobe favourites, so just the pieces that I cannot stop wearing. I hope you guys enjoy this and let's get started. So first up, I do have a couple of lady jackets. As you may know, I cannot get enough of this trend. I think it's just so gorgeous and such an easy way of elevating your look, and these two have been my absolute favourites. So first up is this one from Mango, which I just think is such a fantastic price point. I feel like it looks and feels way more expensive than it actually was. So much so that I actually just ordered the white one, which is coming very, very soon. I'm so excited about it because I have not been able to stop wearing this. I just absolutely love it. So this one is a little bit more of a relaxed feel in terms of it feels kind of like a sweater, like it's not overly structured or boxy, even though it looks quite smart when you put it on. It is fully lined as well, so you get that beautiful silky soft lining, and then you have this gorgeous gold button detail all along the front there. I just think it is so nice. It does have that tweed kind of fabric, so very Chanel-esque vibes, but also so easy to wear. I have been teaming this with everything from smart trousers right through to jeans. I think it would work beautifully over a dress as well. And I just love this so much. It's such a good buy, definitely a wardrobe favourite for me. Whenever I've not been sure what to wear, I kind of start with this and then I build an outfit around it, and I'm always pleased with the result. And I would just highly recommend if you were after an affordable but very chic looking lady jacket. And then my other favourite lady jacket has got to be this beautiful light blue number, which is just so elegant and gorgeous, and I just instantly feel great as soon as I put it on. Like, such a favourite. The details on this are just stunning as well, and I would say this feels more like a proper jacket than the other one, which kind of verges on being more of a sweater. It is still a proper jacket, but this one does feel a bit more traditional in terms of like a blazer type structure and fabric. You do have the beautiful silky soft lining as well, which just feels amazing on your skin. It does have a proper finished collar as well, and then you have all these beautiful braided details right around the collar and then also throughout the jacket too. So you have a medium blue, a light blue, and then a white blue braid that runs all the way through. You almost have like a metallic thread as well that runs through too. So it's like very, very subtle, but it just makes it stand out a little bit, adds a bit of a pop. And I just think it's stunning. You have a slightly structured shoulder, but nothing too crazy. That gorgeous button detail right there on the cuffs. And I just love this so much. And I've teamed it with everything from black bottoms through to, you know, normal blue colored jeans through to white jeans. Like, I feel like it goes with absolutely everything. And I've just been so happy with it. Definitely another favourite for me. I just cannot get enough of this lady jacket trend. And now for a holiday favourite. In fact, it's more of a warm weather favourite, but we have definitely not been having any warm weather in the UK. It's still very, very cold. So the warm weather I'm referring to is when we went on holiday last month, but this is absolutely just the prettiest thing. I wore this countless times when we were away, and I cannot wait for it to warm up a little bit so I can wear it here. It's just such a gorgeous piece. It is from Reformation, so it's one of their linen dresses. I do also have this in the blue and white floral print. Saw the black one and I just thought it'd be a really useful piece, and I was exactly right. Like, it's just so gorgeous. It fits incredibly well. You do kind of have a corset detail on the front, which isn't usually my bag, but here I do feel like it's really subtle. I do think it adds to the design, and it's just the nicest thing. It does crease, but I don't feel like it's so bad that it really bothers me, and I do feel like I have quite a low tolerance for linen crease and pieces, whereas this doesn't bother me at all, and I just love it. I think the neckline is so pretty. It's incredibly flattering. It looks good with very, very minimal accessories, but you can also dress it up as well. I've worn it just to dinner with my hair scraped back and some flat sandals, but I've also worn it with heels, kind of full on hair, makeup, earrings, and I love it there as well. And I just think it's the most gorgeous thing. So definitely a bit more of a pricey one, but considering how much I've worn it already, I do feel like it was a good buy, and I do think it's kind of a classic dress, which I'm definitely very much looking forward to wearing during the warmer months, hopefully in the UK. And now for some shoe favourites, and I feel like I've made so many great shoe discoveries recently, my favourite of which is probably the slingbacks, which I cannot get enough of. Like, they are so good, and to date these are pretty much the only slingbacks I found that I actually genuinely find comfortable and actually stay on my foot, because almost every other one I've tried, they constantly slip off and it just does not make for a comfortable walking experience, whereas these stay put. They are very, very comfortable to wear, and I've just not been able to get enough of them. It's a pretty classic combination, so so it is very on trend with that two-tone look. So it has a pointy toe, a black cap toe, and it's cream the rest of the shoe. You do have a bit more of a block heel, so they are very, very manageable in terms of walking. And you have this little metallic detail right there, which I just think adds a little bit of something extra. I love how it just makes the whole thing pop. And I just think these are so fantastic. They are great to wear with a pair of jeans, cute with a skirt, a dress, like they do seem to go with everything. And I'm just so in love with these. I'm waiting for them to come back in stock in the caramel and black. As soon as they do come back in stock in my size, I am nabbing those as well. But these have been so, so great. I have been very much in love with them. And now for a pair of flats, and I think I find it easier to find comfortable heels than I do flats. I feel like so many flats just don't work with my foot shape, like they're just too rigid or uncomfortable, or they cause blisters, and I find it so hard. So I was very, very happy to discover these. I just think they are so incredibly gorgeous. I love the toe shape as well. So they are a ballet flat, but I feel like they're kind of in between a pointed toe and a proper like round toe ballet flat. So it has more of an elongated almond shape, which I think is so pretty. You do have a little leather bow right there. And then apart from that, it's a very simple leather body, you know, nothing too fancy, absolutely no heel height at all. So they are very, very flat. But I just think these are stunning. I just ordered the taupe version as well because I love these so much. The only thing I would say is that the sole is very, very smooth. So you will either need to go to a cobbler to get something a bit more grippy, or just do what I did, which is just scratch them up outside. I know it sounds really counterintuitive, but it's an easy way of providing some grip to the sole and will ensure that you don't slip and fall on your face, which is always something that I want to avoid. But apart from that, I just think these are so gorgeous, very, very nice quality, and I just love the simplistic look. And now for a pair of sneakers, and I've completely fallen onto the Samba bandwagon, and I've got to say, when I first saw these, I hated them so much. I just thought they were so ugly, but a few months later, Instagram just made me do it, and I tried them, and I just kind of fell in love, and they are very comfortable, and they do weirdly seem to go with everything as well. So I feel completely lame just following the Instagram trend, but I do think that they're great. Really nice and affordable as well, as I mentioned, very comfortable, and the look is quite minimal. I do feel like they go with everything from smarter trousers that you wanted to dress down to a nice pair of jeans. Really, really easy, and just one of those kind of really nice, simple sneaker basics, which does kind of live up to the hype. So even though I'd say probably the Veils are still my absolute favourite, these are definitely coming in a close second. I have found them really, really great to wear and style. And now for a jewelry favourite, and I have been particularly loving this combination of bracelets, and this is a 3 bracelet stack, which pretty much never happens with me. I usually only wear 1 bracelet, or otherwise 2 just to mix and match, but I pretty much never wear 3, but I have been loving this combo so much. So I have my Cartier Jewel and Clue bracelet here, which is still a firm favourite for me, even after all the many years that I've already owned it. And I do also have these 2 Ideal bracelets, which are just the prettiest combination. So I have this diamond row bracelet right there, and then I have this kind of cutout detail one right there, and then looped together with a clasp that you can get. So you can wear them completely separately, but you can also loop them together too. So you can achieve that stacking look without them moving up and down your arm and looking really messy. It kind of maintains the look exactly how it was when you put it on, because so many times I will layer up my jewelry perfectly and then it will all just go completely wonky as soon as I start kind of moving my hands around, whereas these completely stay put because of that really clever double clasp. And I just absolutely love this. I think it is so beautiful, particularly when paired with a nice simple bangle as well. Just the right amount of sparkle, and it's just been such a firm favourite. I love the combination. And speaking of some really luxurious pieces, bag favourites, it's got to be my little Gucci Horsebit bag. I would happily have this in every colour, like my love runs that deep for it. I just think it's stunning. I must be in a bit of a sparkly mood because, you know, I've been loving my more sparkly jewelry, and this Horsebit obviously is not the most subtle thing in the world, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's too much. You know, I've been happily wearing this during the day, probably on my more kind of fancier day-to-day activities, so more like a nice lunch rather than errand running, but nonetheless, I just think it is so lovely, and it's just a bag that I genuinely look forward to wearing. It just feels that special and nice to me, so this has been a huge, huge favourite. I just think it is so, so gorgeous. I will go ahead and share with you what can fit inside as well, because I was getting some questions on that, but it's just like the roomiest little bag, especially considering it's very lightweight, it's very small, like this isn't a huge bag at all, and it looks tiny when you're wearing it, but it can actually fit a very decent amount. and I just love it. I would say that when I first got the first one that I ordered, I did see a little bit of a dent on the flat bit there, so I contacted Gucci and they were so great. They instantly sent me out another one. I just had to return the other bag. Like, no questions asked, no arguments, which I thought was really, really great customer service. And overall, I've just been so impressed with this bag. It does come with a longer chain as well. I don't use that one as much because I've just been really happy with the leather strap, but always nice to have that option, and I've just been loving this so much. And now I'm sharing with you what can fit inside my little Gucci bag, and I did fill this fairly full, but actually there is still quite a bit of room in there, so you could definitely fit in a few more items if you wanted to. So I fit inside a little Chanel compact, I have a lipstick here, I have my keys, a pair of sunglasses as well, my phone, a little compact wallet, and then also a little perfume as well. But as I said, you could definitely fit in a few more items if you want to. This bag is actually surprisingly spacious. And then my other bag favourite has got to be the Celine Triomphe, and by no means do I want this to be like a proper review or anything because it's far too early days. I've only used this a total of 2 times, but I just love it. I think it's so gorgeous. So I promise I will do a proper review as soon as I've used it a little bit more, and specifically can comment on the wear and tear because obviously you just can't tell how a bag is going to wear after 2 uses. But with my 2 uses, I have just been so enamored with this bag. I do feel like it's really easy to pair. I would say it feels quite substantial, so it's definitely not a lightweight bag. Like, you are getting quite a bit of leather for your money. The clasp I like, but I don't feel like it's so super seamless. Like, you do kind of have to pinch it and then lift in a very specific way. So I think I would probably prefer the clasp to be a little bit more kind of intuitive. Nevertheless, not that big of a deal. I do find it okay in terms of capacity. Obviously I got the teen size, so it is a very, very small bag, but I like the fact the main compartment is a big wide open space, and then you do also have those little dividers right there at the front of the back, which is very nice, and you also have a zip pocket too. It's fully lined in leather, which is why it is a little bit heavier, so it definitely does feel like a substantial bag for sure. But so far, I have been really impressed with it. I am very carefully monitoring the wear and tear though, so I will report back as soon as I have something to say, but so far I have been really happy with my purchase. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I'm sharing with you what can fit inside now. And as you can see, I have filled it pretty much to the top, and so inside I have a pair of sunglasses, I have my rather bulky keys, I managed to fit in my Louis Vuitton compact wallet, so it can definitely fit more than just a small card holder. This is a little bit bigger than a normal card holder and it fits great. And then I of course have my phone, and then I also fit in a lipstick as well. So by no means is it a huge bag, but it certainly fits in all the essentials. And then if you did want to swap out a compact wallet for a little coin purse, that would fit even easier. And now for a pair of trousers, and this has got to be one of my favourite high street discoveries recently because they are just so, so good. So they are from Abercrombie, and I know Abercrombie do a lot of different pairs of trousers. I think I pretty much tried them all at this point. These are by far my favourite. Like, they just fit so perfectly. They come in a bunch of different lengths as well, and they're just the right in-between style to work really nicely as both a casual trouser and also suitable for dressing up as well, which is kind of hard to get right, I think. But I just love these. They are very comfortable to wear as well. They have a nice wide leg, so easy to team with a whole variety of different flats. I have them in this kind of dark taupe colour as well as in the white. I would happily have them in every colour though. That's how good they are. A really nice price point, and I just don't think you do better. So would definitely recommend if you are looking for a nice pair of affordable trousers. These have been just so impressive to me. And then I do have this skirt as well, and I wore this the other day to my friend's house. They were having a big get together and we were taking everyone's kids as well, so we brought Leo obviously. So I wanted something that was cute but also comfortable and fairly flexible, so I'd be able to run around after Leo, and this was perfect. I felt like it was very pretty and super chic. You know, I love a good midi skirt anyway, and this one is just a little bit elevated with the little details. So you have this beautiful kind of embroidery here with a little bit of mesh and this beautiful cutout detail right on the hem. And it was just so nice. I just teamed it with a bodysuit and a little biker jacket, and it was so easy, really, really flexible, and I was fine to run around after Leo. Just a really, really beautiful design. I never think you can go wrong with a good mini skirt anyway, but I particularly love this one and all the special little design elements. And now for a bodysuit, and this is actually the one that I teamed with the skirt, but This bodysuit is what dreams are made of. Like, it is so, so good. And I'm a huge fan of Abercrombie bodysuits in general. I've owned many over the years. This is my favorite one to date because it is insanely flattering, very, very comfortable. And I just love the neckline detail. Like, I feel like it elevates any outfit. I've teamed this already with skirts. I've done it with jeans. I've done it with shorts. I feel like it looks good with literally everything. I also own it in the white as well. And basically what makes it special is that it does have ruching around the body, which is quite subtle, so it doesn't feel like overly kind of ruched, but at the same time it just creates enough kind of body and volume that it is very, very flattering and hides all number of sins. But what is the standout star is this fantastic neckline. So it is extremely wide, so it almost looks like you're wearing a halter top even though it's covered on the back. Really nice if you wanted to show off some jewelry, also really nice if you wanted to go minimal as well. But it is such a showstopper even though it's very, very simple in the design. So I have been in love with this. I've already worn it countless times. If they release more colors, I will happily order them all because I just cannot get enough. I'm already kind of dreading the day that my one wears out. I'm contemplating buying a backup because of how much I love this. So if you've been looking for a flattering bodysuit, I would definitely recommend this one. I just think it is so good, a very good price, and just the easiest thing to style. I feel like it instantly upgrades and elevates any outfit. So that wraps up this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. As usual, I will include links to everything I featured in the description section below. If you have any questions for me, then leave me a comment. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.